One of the more puzzling stories of the week, this past week, and maybe the year, you might recall that someone dumped about 500 pounds of pasta alongside a stream in Old Bridge, New Jersey. Those who heard it will never forget.
That's right.
Those who saw it can't unsee it.
The question was, where did it come from?
Yeah.
Why was it cooked?
How did it get there?
How did it get there? That's right.
Those who saw the mountain of pasta say there were many different types: spaghetti noodles, elbow, etc.
That's right.
When we first reported the story, the locals say the pasta had been cooked, but new information has come to light that may indicate that that was not the case.
We speculated on this, Dave.
Yeah, we did.
We said if it gets wet,
It loosens up.
it would appear to
It'd have to be-
cook.
yeah, it doesn't have to be a hot river.
No, if
Next to it.
That's right. It's not a boiling river,
With a pinch of salt.
but it's not.
You gotta have salt.
It was not. And you know, I put olive oil in there, but I have been.
I celebrated this Saturday night on my own.
You're
making
doing
dinner.
I put olive oil in there. People tell me you shouldn't do that.
In
No,
your
you just
pasta,
need- you
in
just
your
need
pasta
salt.
water?
Yeah, I put salt and olive oil in the.
Wild.
What's the oil do?
I always feel like it helps the noodles not clump together.
You don't have
But
to do
I was
that.
told it doesn't hold the sauce well if you do that.
It doesn't hold the sauce well, and really you need to stir your noodles. You've got to stir
Quite
them
a few
throughout.
times. Yeah, you do.
Because
You're
they
right.
will stick together if you don't stir them.
He's right.
Stop this man. Before he pastas again.
He's right. He's right.
Olive oil, garlic, butter, and mushrooms. That's what I had. And
Oh.
angel hair.
Oh, how nice. Yes.
Just sauteed it in there. It's delicious.
Look at that. That sounds wonderful. I'm low carbing right now, so I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Sorry about that.
Nonetheless.
So now neighbors say that the noodles came from that house over there that is currently up for sale. I think this was one of the theories that came up on the program. The woman who lived there had passed away, and her adult son discovered the woman had been keeping a significant stockpile of food in the house. So he took it down to the river, as one does,
Yes.
and dumped it.
What a Chris Kelly move.
That much?
Yeah.
Yes.
Pounds and pounds of.
Pounds and pounds and pounds. They say it appeared cooked because heavy rains in the area over
That's
the
it.
weekend.
That's it,
Told
Dave.
you.
The rain. You're right. Here's a neighbor talking about it.
Walked through the woods. I was just going through the trail, seeing about just a pile of pasta. I mean, I really feel like he was just trying to clean out his parents' house, and they were probably just stocked up from COVID. They were just probably the generation, like my grandparents always had a cupboard full of cans and pasta, and, just to be safe.
Man, that's a lot of it, though.
That's true.
It'll last you the rest of your life.
Well, see, but my father bought 200 bottles of cola.
Yeah, I guess so.
As you know, I had to get rid of all that cola. I told that recently about how I was dumping it in a dumpster. That was embarrassing.
right.
That was embarrassing.
I can't recall if you were dumping out the contents or dumping them intact.
Intact.
Sealed.
Into sealed.
Who are you talking to,
Sealed
Kristen?
and intact, and I was throwing them in.
Mr. Easy Route.
Well, wait a minute.
Well, they're heavier to transport.
I
that
reject
way.
that. I poured a lot down the sink and recycled them.
And then got tired of it.
Well, it wasn't just that. It was like I had to go. I mean, God,
Well, he's a busy man.
God, I had to get back somewhere, and
You have a life.
jeez, I mean, I kept finding it everywhere, and plus, my father was at home. I was kind of doing it under his nose because I didn't want him to realize. I was like, my God, how much?
Why is he taking my soda?
So yeah,
But he wasn't realizing how much he was buying.
No, he would buy 2 bottles every day, not realizing that he didn't need it, and then he would store it all over the house. And I got to looking, I was like, it was in closets and beds, and
Really?
I mean, it was everywhere. Yeah, that and socks. He bought socks and soda.
Yeah.
And I gave all the socks to the Goodwill, and the soda I gave some to the soup pantry. And some of it was like out of date. I mean, it had been so
Yeah,
long.
no fizz left.
And they didn't want it. So I took it to a dumpster, long story short, and was dumping it at a school.
Caught by a P1?
Caught by yes. A guy said, "Hey, is that you, Chris?" I said, yeah. And then we both, one of the teachers there I knew, and I said, "Hey, I know Jason, and Jason's great." He's like, "Oh yeah, Jason's great." And then finally he says, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I don't know." And I mean,
I think you know.
I mean, it was so obvious. There were
My mind's a blank.
You know, there was.
You got in the truck there.
It's like the
Chris?
whole. Yes, I had
Just couldn't come up with any lie.
nothing.
Is there anything I could say?
Done.
That would make you feel good about what I'm doing.
here. That's what I should say. Nothing I can say will make this any better. There were 75 bottles of soda in the dumpster and another 75 in my minivan, and I'm just standing there like, what? You know, what am I supposed to
I'm
say?
just singing 75 bottles of beer on the wall.
So I understand that the son of this woman got all that pasta and dumped it
And
down.
as we
by
learned last week, this particular town, Old Bridge, New Jersey, does not have bulk pickup.
Right.
Which I guess means you put it in like an individual trash can, one of the small standard silver trash cans.
I guess. And look what they've got.
He should have taken it to the dump.
He should have done that. I agree. And but the mayor said, look, the town's, what do they call it? The Public Works Department picked it up. It's a closed no charge.
No harm, no foul, he said. Which was, I was agreeing with that. As a man who's been there, trying to get rid of stuff, you know.
A bit of a wet noodle.
Yes, and it was all, what did they say?
How long did it take him to do that?
That's a good question.
Clean it up, I know. They said they couldn't get it all. There's a few strands of noodles.
There always is. Yeah. They end up in the sink.
You know how that
Angel
is.
hair, linguine.
That's right. You know
They're hard to track
The
down.
thinner ones are the tough.
Yeah.
I don't like the thinner. I like a spaghetti over an angel hair.
I like the thinner.
Do you?
Yeah, I like the vermicelli and the angel hairs.
Oh, fine.
Guys, save it for the podcast.
He's right. We shouldn't quarrel like this, Dave. I'm sorry.
It's all the same thing.
I apologize.
It is.
I apologize.
You know what I don't like is an elbow.
Oh, really?
I mean, I guess if you're making a macaroni and cheese, it has its place, but outside of that,
Maybe mac salad.
worthless.
Well, you know what B.B. Shea says. He says you should make your macaroni and cheese with a penne and not an elbow.
No, I think the elbow's where it's at.
Because I think it holds like cheese and stuff
But
inside.
that's as far as it goes.
I agree with you. All right, we're in agreement on this.
All right.
Okay.
And this may be the most emailed story of the day. If you've ever spent any time in Nashville and you stayed at the 4th Avenue Hilton South, you might have seen David Neal. David is, or was, up until post time, the 52-year-old night manager of the hotel. David is out of a job, and David is in jail this morning because he could not keep his kink under control. Nashville police say on the night of March 30th, David made an unauthorized duplicate key card for one of the male guests staying at the hotel. David allegedly, of course, he's not had his day in court yet. 5 a.m., the manager entered the guest's room while the man was sleeping in the hotel bed. The guest must have felt a weird sensation because he woke up with his toes in David's mouth.
I mean, that's...
What do they call that, Kelly?
He's a toe sucker.
That's called, what is it?
Shrimping.
Shrimping. You know how
On a scampi delicious.
He's shrimping me. This guy's shrimping me.
Now that they'll put with an angel hair.
Oh, yeah.
Angel hair.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do that. No. I hate feet.
You hate feet.
You know that.
The thought of someone sucking on your toes.
No. I hate it. I hate that.
The guest immediately recognized David because the manager had been in his room the day before working on the man's television. So I guess the guy thought, hey, this guy's got some nice feet. I look at a pretty good time with those feet.
Do you think when the guy woke up that the shrimper said
The shrimp-e?
the shrimp-e says, what the hell? And does the shrimper say, shh, you're asleep, you're dreaming, and just like back out of the room?
Sleep.
Shrimper.
This is not real. And then
Dreaming.
Yeah.
back out. That's the only thing you can do.
Yeah.
I mean, what else?
So guest
Is that
call-
rape?
No, it's not rape. He's been charged with aggravated burglary and assault.
But didn't I read that the shrimper said he did no such thing and he just came in there because he thought he smelled smoke?
Correct, but he did not report. Yes, David's.
Smoldering.
Something's burning.
David the Nightman went home before police showed up.
Okay.
His shift may have ended at 6 or
I see.
5:30.
He went wee, all the way
I
home.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, and when police questioned him at his house, he said, "I thought I smelled smoke," but he did not report it to anyone else,
right.
like security. He didn't call in 911.
Oh,
and so he's in jail.
Yeah,
He should
well,
be
yeah,
awaiting
of course.
charges.
I mean, somebody
That's sexual assault.
sucking your toes like that. That is disgusting.
Yes, it is.
I mean, did you
Some
say?
people dig it, Kels.
Well, I know that, but when the guy wakes up, I think you have to say, "I know this is awkward, but I just thought.
This is a part of our concierge service.